Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team. Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with the Major League Sim Racing Series tonight. We are at Talladega. I know I had it up there a little bit earlier. I thought we were going to Atlanta for some reason. I don't know why I had Atlanta on my mind, but I'll tell you, we are at Talladega tonight. We're going to have a good time. I'll tell you what, we've got, let me see here now. We've got about 25 trucks here, just off the top of my head, racing here tonight. Or, yes, we're racing the cars. Look, we're not racing the trucks, we're racing the cars. I'll tell you what, it is a Thursday night. I am just excited to get this weekend happening. I tell you what, I don't know what I'm doing, whether I'm coming or going, what is happening, I am not sure. But right now, Chris Etcheper, he is on the top of your leaderboard. He is the fastest car on the track. He could have the pole position. Now that I do know for a fact. However, there's a lot of guys out here right now. They're all out here trying to knock him off of that pole position. We'll just have to wait and see as these guys get their qualifying laps in to see who's going to be the fastest. Because right now, Stephen Shannon, he just jumped up onto the leaderboard. He is the fastest car. So he could possibly have the pole position here tonight. We'll have to wait and see if that time machine will work for him. We have a lot of guys out here. There's Adam Ramsey in the 97. Now we're just going to go through. We're going to check our trading paints, make sure that that's working 100% for us. Going to make sure all our paints are up to speed before the start of this race. While they're qualifying, we're just going to make sure that everyone's got a proper paint scheme. Last thing you want to do is to have your car all painted up, all pretty and fancy like, and the broadcaster does not show your paints. That would be terrible. Trust me, I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. So you see him flashing white? That means Trading Paints is now going to reload onto his new paint scheme, or the actual paint scheme that he has for tonight's race. So here we go. Looks like we had the right paint scheme. That's a cool looking paint scheme actually on that 97 of Adam Ramsey. Now I was talking about that earlier. Stephen Shannon, he was on the pole, but guess what? Greg Todd is now on the pole, that 324 car. He is the fastest car on the track. Now while they were practicing, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick peek here. They were practicing out here, and it looked like Gary Brayland was the fastest car, 50.862. Kyler Adams, second quick, 50.87. And Russ Markinack was 50.871. So they were the top three. But right now, Greg J. Todd, he looks like he is the fastest car on the track. We'll have to keep an eye out, see how he makes out. Adam Ramsey has now jumped up into second position. So he's got a pretty fast car here tonight. We're going to have to keep an eye on Adam's car. I'll tell you, that is a fast driving machine of his here tonight. Elijah Mopin's out here tonight. He's got the Cat Scratch Designs Ford Mustang 66. He's right now currently in about sixth position. Corey Powell is out here. Let's take a look at Corey Powell's 92. He's out here laying down some laps. He's going to see if he can get better than seventh position. He's going to come around one more time, see if he can get a little bit quicker lap. No, it does not appear that he did. He's still in seventh position as it stands right now. Russ Markinack, I believe that's his pronunciation. I apologize if it is not. Car number 12, he's in 15th position right there now. He's going to see if he can get something going. See if he can get up higher than the 15th position, coming around onto the front straightaway during his qualification. Let me see what he does. No, he's still at the 15th position as it stands right now. Ethan Thomas, he's out there, or Ethan Thompson. Sorry, Ethan Thompson, he's out there right now. He's in 20th position. He's trying to get that 98 machine up. There he goes. He just crossed the line. He is second quick right now. Justin Bell has jumped into the pole position, and Ethan Thompson is in second place as it stands right now. So good run on that 98 machine. I'll tell you, that's a fast running car right there. We'll have to keep an eye on that tonight. Richard Wilson, he's out there in the Toyota. He's in 23rd right now. He's going around, see if he gets a little bit quicker lap time down. We'll have to wait and see how he makes out. We only see the big logo. All right, please. Let's see those paint schemes now. All right. I got the logo done. We're back looking at the cars.
You got a copy?
Yes, I do. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, is there a couple people was asking me if I could have you reset your trading paints? Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Sorry about that, guys. We're just checking back with the league owner there. We just wanted to double check our trading paints. We're just reloading it for another time. I did it at the first of my broadcast, but we're just going to reload these guys up one more time again. That's why you see the white car of Matthew Taylor driving around. He's going to switch out his trading paints machine, and there he goes. Just making sure he's driving that W machine. I'm going to do one more time just to be on the safe side. I'll tell you what. Don't mind doing it a few times. The race has not started. These guys still have 10 minutes of qualifying. So these guys are still working out. Now, Matthew Taylor, we're just looking at his number 9 machine. He just rolled into 3rd place. So he's doing really well up there tonight. Looking good. Just reloading the trading paints for one final time. Just want to make sure that everything is working good. All right, let's see how that's going to work out. Gary Braylon, he is out there in the 23. Joseph Essenberg, he just flashed out. He's all set. He's got his paint scheme all done up on that number 10 machine. Again, a few of these guys are out here finishing up their qualification. Sheldon Pondry here to support the number 90 Mlsr car. Where is the number 90 Mlsr car? Let's take a quick look. That's Mike Eldridge. He's in 14th position in qualification. So right now, we're just going to do a couple more things behind the scenes, folks. We're waiting for these guys to get ready to grid. Just stand by. We'll get this race underway at Talladega. Don't forget, we are here. Give me a quick race info, actually, before I go out of here. It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity. It's partly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour wind. And, yeah, let's see. Temperature, 109 Fahrenheit. Man, I'll tell you, it's a little hot on the track down there right now. All right, so we're just going to skip out of here. We'll be right back with the grid. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting for the guys to get on the track. They're just gridding up now. We're just going to go back and take a look as they are getting on the grid. Just going to try to see if I can get a good camera angle. Just waiting for these guys to get on the track. Let's see if I can find the best camera angle for us to take a look at these guys. Not quite what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see. Drones. There we go. All right, again, Justin Bell, he is on the pole position. Looks like everyone's on the grid, so let's go through our grid here. Starting right now in the pole position, Justin Bell. Richard Wilson is in second place. Then we have Matthew Taylor and Ethan Thompson. Then in row 3, we have Greg Todd and Joseph Essenberg. Row 4, James Beard, Adam Ramsey. Row 5, Tanner Ensign, Elijah Mopin. Row 6, we got Corey Powell, Bryson Root. Row 7, Steve Shannon, Mike Eldridge. Row 8, Jared Essenberg, Sean Kisser. Row 9, Michael Patrick, Chris Etcheper. Row 10, Russ Markinack and Joe Conan. Row 11, Gary Breland and Kyler Adams. Row 12, Shane Hatfield, Zach Dahmer. Row 13, Dana Shepard, Jason Thomas. Row 14, David Allen, Chucky Allen. And row 15, Craig Patterson, Mike McCoy. That is your starting grid. I'll tell you what, these guys are going to have a lot of fun out here tonight. We're just going to get up here, get this thing ready to rock and roll, get our camera angles all where we want them to be, back up with the leader. All right, let's get this thing underway, shall we? Going to take a quick look up here, and we're on the track. We're coming around the corner. Turn 4. The pace car is going to pull off this time by. There goes the pace car. He's off the track. These guys are going to get racing. Let's go back up to Barney in the flag stand. He's waiting for these guys to come through the dry oval. You can just see them in the distance. Barney's got the green flag in hand. Let's get this thing going, Barney. All right, they're in the restart zone. Wave that flag. There we go. We're racing, boys. Justin Bell jumping out to the front. He has got a good run. He's got Richard Wilson right there behind him. Matthew Taylor, he's there as well. He's right there pushing Justin Bell, trying to get him up there, but the 98 is pushing the 28. Trying to get up there. There is also the 324, Greg Todd. He's up there trying to get these inside lane guys going a little bit quicker. I'll tell you what, they're jumping out in front. There's the 8 and the 9. They are making that lower line work without a doubt at this moment in time. They are looking good on the inside line. Meanwhile, on the outside line, I'll tell you what, that 98, he is up there trying to see if he can get something going. So drop back, take a look. He's trying to push that 28. He's got the 10 coming up behind him. That is Joseph Essenberg. They're going to try to get the outside line going, but I don't know if they can make it happen up there on that high side. We're going to try to go back out, take a little bit wider angle. Here we go. The leader right now in that 8 machine, Justin Bell, he's looking good at the front of the pack. Oh, they're wrecking in the back. The 15 got around. The 43's into it. Oh, my goodness. There they go. They're into the inside wall. The caution is out. Shane Hatfield crashed. Let's go up and take a quick look at Shane Hatfield. See if we can see what happened back here. We're running about quarter speed. There's Hatfield, that Dawn Ultra car, that light blue car on your middle of your screen. He got a little bit tagged in the rear end, possibly. He went up, into the side of the 13. Got spun around the 43s there. The 43 got hooked as well. The two of them are spinning around in circles. They're the only two really involved. The 13 was involved, but he was able to hang on to it. It's just the 43 and the 15. Man, I'll tell you what, these guys into the inside wall. Both of them are into the inside wall. Not real hard hits, but hard enough. I'll tell you what, these guys are going to have to do some repairs into the pits right away. to get this thing back underway for them. All right, we're going to go back up with the leader, back up to the front of the pack. Taking a quick look up. Man, I'll tell you. So the 15, the 44, they're back there. There's the 15. That is Shane Hatfield. He's going to try to get this thing up there. He's going to try to catch up to the back of the pack. He's going to see if he can get up there. Possibly go into the pits. The car doesn't look too terribly bad, but we'll have to wait and see. There's the 43. He's got a little damage to his left front fender. Okay, the 15, he's got damage to the passenger side as well. So both these guys would seriously be looking at coming down into pit lane. We'll have to take a look when they come around the corner. Neither one of them want a little bit of front end damage on their cars at Talladega. This is not the place to be. I'll tell you what, we are here racing for 70 laps. We have one fast repair. That means they can go into pits and get one magical repair without having their mechanics beat and crash on the car trying to get it fixed up. Now, we have 4 sets of tires. 1 set on the car, 3 sets of tires behind the wall. So they can go in 3 times and get a full set of tires. Now, we're also running 65% fuel. That's somewhere between 23 and 25 laps per tank of fuel. All right, so that's what we're dealing with right here now. Now, meanwhile, up at the front, Justin Bell, he's got a good solid handle on this lead of this race here so far, being pushed a lot by Matthew Taylor in the 9 machine. But we're going to have to take a look and see how this is all going to play out for him. Again, it is Talladega. So a lot of things can happen here at this racetrack. Now, the Tanner Joseph Essenberg, he's still in the pits, and Dana Shepard in the 44, he's still in the pits. He's trying to get something done. He's trying to get some repairs done, I believe, without taking a fast repair. He's been in the pits for 50 seconds, 51. So he's been in there trying to get the repair done without using his fast repair. It really is too early to be using a fast repair if you can help it. Meanwhile, the 15, Shane Hatfield, he only came in for about 6 seconds. So he just came in. I believe he just got a splash of gas the way he went. All right, there's Dana Shepard. He's going to come back out again right now. Justin Bell, he is coming around turns 3 and 4. So we're just going to follow along with these guys. Hand the camera out. Take a good look at these guys. They're all in single file right now. They'll be lining up 2 by 2 once they cross the stripe. So this is going to get interesting, folks. We're going to have to wait and see if Justin Bell can hold off everybody here behind him, because he's got a full back window full of cars looking to see what they can do to get past Justin Bell. All right, so nothing going on in the YouTube channel. Just double check on the YouTube channel. Now again, for anyone that's new here watching, you'll see the ticker across the top of the screen. That's where your favorite driver might be riding. You'll be able to see what position he's in. Now also in the upper right hand corner, you will see a track map, and the number of your favorite driver will be highlighted on that track map. You'll be able to see where they are as they go around the track. And also down in the lower left hand corner, whatever car that I am looking at personally, that car will be highlighted down in the lower left hand corner. So you'll be able to see exactly who I am looking at any given time. All right, so we got them all lining back up 2 by 2, coming around the track. Looking good so far. Again, we're at Talladega. Actually, I promoted this initially as the Atlanta race. I apologize. It's actually Talladega. I don't know how I got confused by putting down Atlanta, but some reason Atlanta was in my brain. So next week, we are going to Atlanta Echo Park. This week, Talladega, baby. This is where we are. We're at the big track of Talladega. All right, so again, this is only a 4-race shootout. It's a summer shootout series. These guys are just having a little bit of fun. We're going to have 4 different races at 4 big tracks. We're going to do Daytona twice. We did Daytona the first week out, and the last week out, we're going to do Daytona again. So again, it's going to be a lot of fun. This series is going to be a lot of fun checking it all out. All right, we're coming around turn 4. The pace car is going to pull off this time by. We're going to go back up with Barney in the Flagstaff. Once they go by, here goes the pace car. The pace car is going to be pulled off right here now. There he goes. The guys are going around the corner. Let's take a look and see if I can see them. There they are right there. Gonna go up to Barney in the flag stand. They're at the restart zone, Barney. Here we go. Start waving that flag. Justin Bell wants to get this thing going, and he does. He is on a run. He's jumping out of the front. He rehabbed Matthew Taylor on the outside. And he's going to cut down in behind. He's going to give that Justin Bell machine another push like he was earlier. Once again, we have the 3-2-4. He's right there in third position. He's looking to go high now above the 9. He wants to go out there and jump in front if he can possibly get up there. We're going to take another look. Take a look out here. There's the 8 being pushed by the 9 car. Then the 29 car is right there as well, trying to get something going. Meanwhile, that 3-2-4 is followed by the 98 and the 25. Those 3 guys out on the opposite line, they're going to try to get something happening. There's only 3 of them right now. It looks like the 4 of Jared Eskenberg, he's up there. He wants to get something going. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, we got a little bit of action going on. These guys have all fallen back behind the leaders. The leaders got a good jump on them, but these guys are all back a little bit farther. So we're not quite sure what happened. Someone was a little slow off the gas, getting ready to go when the restart happened. But I'll tell you what, these guys are all back here. They're all racing, and they got a good pack. So they will be coming up and catching up to this lead pack very, very soon. I don't doubt at all. All right, meanwhile, Justin Bell, he is up at the front of this thing still. That 3-2-4 machine of Greg Todd, he's up there on the outside. He's got the 98 of Ethan Thompson out there pushing him around the track, trying to get that outside line to the front of the pack. There's the 4 of Jared Essenberg. He was out there looking a little high. Now he's looking back into the line of the outside side line. Yeah, see if I can say that 3 times straight. I'll tell you what, new fastest lap is Chris Etchenberg. No, Kyler Adams just got the new fastest lap in the 121 machine. These guys are really laying down some fast laps here all of a sudden. James Beard got the new fastest lap. Ethan Thompson, he just got the new fastest lap. They're swapping out the fastest lap. Everyone's getting a little bit faster as they go around the track. They get into the draft here, folks. Man, I'll tell you what, they're going to make stuff happen. They are running really, really quick right now around this track. Meanwhile, Justin Bell is still trying to hold off that 3-2-4 machine of Greg Todd. Greg Todd is right there trying to keep something happening on the outside. He can't quite get it done. He's trying though. He's trying awfully hard, trying to make that outside line work. All right, so we're going to go down. We're going to take a quick look, see if I can get in close to a few of these guys' cars. Get a good look at these cars before something happens that they happen to get wrecked out or something along that line. So we're going to try to take a good look. There's the number 8 of Justin Bell. Wyu Outlaw? I'm not quite sure what that says on WYOO Outlaw. Woohoo! Outlaw. I don't know. That green and white machine, that's a sharp looking paint job right there. I'll tell you what. Matthew Taylor, he's in the 9. He's right behind him in that W machine. That flat black, all flat black, number 9. It's looking good. Tanner Ensign, he's right there in the 29 machine. Again, another Wahoo Outlaw machine. I can't quite understand. I can't quite get the word out. WYO Outlaw. Not quite sure. What is a good looking machine? That 29 car. All right, the 28. Richard Wilson. Efficient home. That's a good looking car there. Kind of a flat black blue type of car. Okay, Adam Ramsey. Adam Ramsey is right there. Sea-Doo in the green machine. That's Sea-Doo ignition car. Then we have Ethan Thompson. He's in the 98 Stoneworks. Then we have James Beard in the 25. See if we can get a good look at that 25. That's Ford. Dark Horse Racing on the back. Ford performance car. Gary Brinlin in the 23. He's driving that Hardy's car here tonight. Coca-Cola. Joe Conan, 72. O'Reilly Auto Parts car. Then we have Jared Essenberg. He's in the 4, that orange machine, fast orange. Then we have, let's see, Chris Etcheper. He's in the 99. Mobile 1. Nope, he's in the, what's he driving there? He is driving the ignition car. That Toyota. Team ignition car. That's a team ignition on the side of that car. Then we'll go back to Russ Markinack. He's driving the 12. Right there. Predator. Sharp looking car there. Sean Kaiser, he is driving the 52 machine. Mobile 1. There's the Mobile 1 I was talking about earlier. Then we have Mike Eldridge in the 90. Driving that Mallard car. Then we have Sean Kaiser. I believe we already had him in the 52. Then we have Tyler Adams in the 121. Just trying to take a look. Next side. Good looking Toyota right there. Then we have Chucky Allen in the 36. Trying to take a good look at that there. And there he goes. Ideal. That'd be an ideal family car. Bryson Roop. He's in the WeatherTech car, number 2. That's easy to read. Red Bull, WeatherTech. I can read that car very easily. Zach Domer in the 14. That's a good looking car right there. Looks like... Need a better angle on that. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Whoa! Jared Essenberg has crashed. Go back to Jared Essenberg. Taking a look. We're going to slow it down. He's up there in that fast orange car. Taking a good look. I can see he's going on the outside, looking on the outside of Colin. Oh, he came down right in front of Etcheper. That's not good. Etcheper in the 99. He's able to get a little bit sideways. Maybe they'll save it. Oh, he hit the wall hard. Man, that was a hard lick for the 4 machine of Jared Essenberg. That'll put him in the pits for a minute or two, without a doubt. Oh my goodness, that was a lick. Without a doubt, that was a hard hit. All right, let's see. Chris Etcheper, we're going to back him up. What did he get into? I believe he was all right after that incident. He came down. He got tied up with the 4. We're going to follow on with Chris. He was able to hold it straight. He got across the grass to the infield. Got it under control, back up into the corner. All right, and then back underway once again. Okay, so he survived that a lot better than Jared did. Jared is still in the pits right there now, trying to get something done on that car. That car needs a little bit of work. All right, so we're going to go back out, take a look. Back up to Richard Wilson. He's coming into the pits here now. Looks like everyone's coming into the pits as it stands right now. Everyone in the front of this race is all coming down into pit lane. Here they come. That's it. Everyone, every car on the track is coming into the pit lane. '97 needs to pull ahead just a little bit. Adam Ramsey. There he goes. All right, we're coming back out onto the track again. Adam Ramsey, though, got out of the pits first, so he's well underway. Looks like he just took a splash of gas, and then when he was back out again, I don't really see the gap for him at all. So he's out in front of this thing. He's going to lead this thing around. He's going to fall in behind the pace car. Pace car is just going on to the backstretch here now. Again, 2 more laps before we go back to green. Man, I'll tell you though, Jared Essenberg in the 4. He's still in the pits. That is a heck of a lick on that 4 machine. I'll tell you what, I think he's going to be in trouble. He did not take a fast repair. That thing still has front end damage on it. And yeah, he's going to try to get it repaired without taking the fast repair. Or did he already use it? I don't think he was involved in anything earlier. So I think he's just trying to get it done without using the fast repair. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, up in front, Adam Ramsey, he's going to lead these guys around the track. They're going to see if they can get something done. Let's see if Adam Ramsey can make it happen at the front of the pack. See if he can pull away, or what he can possibly get done to keep up ahead of all these other drivers. These guys are all hungry here tonight. And we're going to take a look. Okay, there is Adam Ramsey. Adam Ramsey's going to come down pit lane. So he's now going to come into the pits. We're going to follow along with Adam Ramsey just to see what he does coming into pit lane. He's stayed out. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that. Chris Etcheper is coming into the pits again as well. And Michael Patrick's coming in the pits as well. Okay. Adam Ramsey. He's just come in. He's just sitting there. He looks like he just got a splash of ethanol Sunoco fuel, and he's just going to pull back out onto the track. So Chris Etcheper is on the way out. Michael Patrick's on the way out. Meanwhile, Justin Bell in the 8 car. He's back up to the front of this pack. He's got the 9 right there behind him as before, Matthew Taylor. But now he has the 28, Richard Wilson, on the outside of him. And he's being followed by James Beard in the 25. So we're going to have to see what happens. You got a Toyota up front against the Chevrolet. So we're going to see how this plays out when they jump off the line. They're just in the middle of the backstretch here now. Just driving down through. We're going to go back up and take a look and see if I can see some different camera angles for everyone up there. There they are there. Everyone's lining up 2 by 2. They're all looking fairly good. Coming around the corner. The lights are off on the pace car. Around turn 4. Here they come into the camera view just about now. Again, Justin Bell's going to lead these guys down. We're going to make this thing happen. Artie's got the yellow flag. He's going to put it away. He's going to dig out the green flag. He's going to wait for these guys to come around the corner. The pace car is now off. They're coming around the corner. We're going to go back up to the flag stand. Barney's got the green flag in the air. There we go. Justin Bell. Richard Wilson in the 28. They're at the restart zone. Barney, wave that flag. Let's get them rolling. Here we go. Here we go, guys. They're racing down the track. The Justin Bell machine has jumped out in front. That number 9, Matthew Taylor, he's going to stay in behind him, going to try to get a good run, get him moving as best as he possibly can. Meanwhile, the 28 and 25, they're on the high side. They're going to see if they can get something going, but I don't think they have a whole lot of help out there at this moment in time. A couple cars are looking to come out and give them a hand, but they're farther back. They're really drifting back. They really need a little bit more help up at the front of the pack. And now you only have the 2 cars trying to keep up with the leaders. They get a good run on the inside line. I'll tell you what, The 25 and the 28, they are struggling out there, just the two of them. They definitely need some help. All right, so go back up with the leader, going back up. We'll take a good look at the number 8, Justin Bell. Matthew Taylor still giving him a good push around the corner. All right, those guys that were on the high side, they dropped down on into the low side. You got 3 or 4 cars further back, but they're nowhere near being in contention for the lead. These guys are all settling into single file racing. It's looking really good. Justin Bell, Matthew Taylor, Gary Braylon, Tanner Ensign, Richard Wilson. They're all in line. Meanwhile, here we go. Justin Bell's going on the high side, followed by Matthew Taylor. They're going to try to do a little bit of blocking on that high line. They were starting to come up a little bit. You're not going to be able to hold him off. There's the 29 of Tanner Ensign. He's up there. He's got the 25 looking on the outside again. James Beard. He's back out there looking again. Maybe they got something happening this time around with the guys out in the high side. We're going to have to wait and see. They're starting to pick up a couple extra cars out there. Meanwhile, the 9 and the 8, they are driving away at the front of this pack. There it goes. I'll tell you what, there's the 23. 23 jumps out in front of the 29. He's got the 28 on the inside of him. But these guys are all making this outside line start to work finally. Gonna have to take a look, jumping out front. There is the 23 machine. He is up there trying to catch up to that number 8 on the high side. Man, he is going to try to make something happen. That's Richard Wilson. In the 28, he's on the low side. Richard is looking, he looked like he was going to jump up to the high line, but there's cars up there. He's not able to go up there. Meanwhile, the 23, he's jumping into the lead. That's Gary Braylon. He's from Canada, actually. He's up there jumping into the lead of this thing. He's going to slide down in front of Justin Bell, leaving the 29 by himself on the outside. Tanner Ensign. Now the Justin Bell machine, he jumped out to the high side. He's going to see if he can make something work out there. We'll back out and take another look, see if we can follow along with the drones. Get a better angle. There we go. A little bit better angle there, folks. The 23 is on the low side, being chased by the 9. The 9, Matthew Taylor, giving a good shove to the 23. Meanwhile, the 8 is on the outside, Justin Bell. He's being followed by the 29, Tanner Ensign. Tanner Ensign is right there. He's going to try to get something going with him. But it's only the two of them. We got the 25 trying to catch up on the outside, trying to get those 5 cars together so they can make something happen on the outside line. There we go. Whoa, they're awfully close to 23 and the 8. They almost hit. The 25 goes out wide. We're 3 wide back here, folks. We're 3 wide. It's going to get bad real fast. It's going to get bad. Oh, there. The 25's in trouble. That caution has come out. Looking to see. It's involved with the 25. I'm not seeing the caution come out here at this moment in time. Why? I don't have my ticker, but I know it was involved with James Beard in the 25. I'm just going to have to back the tape up. I hate to back the tape up, but it looks like the 25, but James Beard was heavily involved in the reason the caution came out. Again, usually I get the ticker that I can just bounce back. Here we go. All right. We're going to see if I get a better shot. The 28 came up a little bit, bounced the 25 high onto the outside all by himself. They're 3 wide. The 25's trying to get back down. The 14's right there. The 14 is holding his line. Looks like 25 came down a little bit too much, got into the front corner of the 14. That's all it took to spin him around sideways. The 15 just inches by. The 88's going by. The 25 is getting straightened out, trying to hang on to it. The 14's doing a real good job maintaining a straight line with that car. There's the 25. He's trying to get back down. He's trying to get that thing under control. Comes down right in front of the 98. The 98 goes high to avoid him. The 25 is down on the apron. I'll tell you what, he went for a ride. Man. Oh, man, I'll tell you, that's what happened. That's what brought out the caution. All right, let's go back out to live. Try to bring this up. Go back out to live again. Gary Braylon, he is in the 23. He's in the front of this thing, followed by Justin Bell in the 8. Then we have Matthew Taylor in the 9. Tanner Ensign in the 29. And then we have Joe Conan in the 72. These guys are all up at the front of the pack trying to get something happening. I'll tell you what, they were running hard. They were 3 wide at one point, and that's when it kind of all went away for the 25 car. So right now, Elijah Mopin, he is back here. He's just coming back out. He's back in the back of the pack, though. He's in 29th position. We got 30 cars all together. Joseph Essenberg, he's still in the pits at this moment in time, trying to see if he can get something done. All right, so we're going back up. Gary Braylon, he's at the lead. All right, let's see if we can get a better angle. I wish I had an angle of the car. Okay, there's Gary Braylon in the 23. He's driving the Hardee's Coca-Cola machine. Justin Bell in the 8. He's in second place. Matthew Taylor, W machine. He's in third place. Tanner Ensign, 29. He is in fourth place. Joe Conan, he is in the 72. He is in fifth place. Steve Shannon, he's in sixth place in the number 6 Tide machine. Russ Markinack, he is in the 12. Predator car, he's in 7th place. Mike Eldridge, he's in the 90. He is in 8th place right now. Kyler Adams in the 121. He is in 9th place. Then we have Jason Thomas. He is in the 88 UPS machine. He's in 10th place. Sean Kisser, he is in the 52 Mobile 1 car. Chucky Allen in the 36. He's in the Ideal Family LLC car. Then we have Mike McCoy Sr. in the 13. That's a good-looking 13 blue and pink car. Then we have Zach Domer. He's in the Outlier Speed Company, looks like, number 14. Then we have, he's in the Rogue Energy car also, Shane Hatfield. He's in the 15 Menards car, Dawn Ultra on the hood. Then we have Richard Wilson. He's in the 28 Efficient Home Cleaning Solutions. James Beard in the 25 Ford Performance. David Allen in the 31. He's driving another Ideal Family car. Corey Powell in the 92. I know he's a Major League Sim Racing sponsor, as well as owner of Ideal Family of companies. Michael Patrick in the 81. Good looking car right there. Then we have Ethan Thompson. He's in the 98 DroneWorks car. Bryson Roop in the 2 WeatherTech car. Greg Todd, he's over in the pits in the 324 car. No sponsorship on that. Craig Patterson, he's in the 48. He's got a lot of stuff going on in his hood. I can't quite see it all at this distance. Driving that Chevy Camaro. And I tell you what. Then we have Greg Todd. There he is. He's coming out. Dana Shepard. He's in the 44 machine. That's a good-looking machine there. Flat black and blue. That is Dirty Air. Chris Etcheper in the 99. Team Ignition. Elijah Mopin. He's right there. Cat Scratch Designs, the number 66. Jared Essenberg in the 4. Fast Orange. Let's see. Did we miss anybody? Craig Patterson in the 48. No, I seen Craig Patterson. I'm just looking to see if we missed anybody. It looks like we got everybody. Okay, Gary Braylon. He's up in front of this thing. He's going to try to get this thing happening. Following the pace car around the track. We're going into turn 3. The pace car is going to pull off this time by. We just had enough time to briefly look at all the cars on the track at this time. We've got 30 cars racing here tonight. Joseph Essenberg is in the pits. He's been in the pits for quite a while, unfortunately. So we're going to go back up to Barney in the flag stand because that pace car is just about ready to pull off the track. There it goes. We're going to come around that last turn in the tri-oval. We're going to go back up with Barney. Barney, you got that green flag in the air. He's got it up in the air. He's going to get ready to drop that flag. We're going to get ready to go racing again. Great Gary Braylon in the front. See if he can hold off Justin Bell on the outside. Here we go. We're racing, boys. We have got this thing happening right now. Here we go. The 23 has got a good jump. He's got the 8 on the outside. That 9W machine is right there behind the 23. Not close enough to give him any drafting help, though. Unfortunately, Justin Bell's back a little bit further. He's got the 29. But let's see if he can get a run. It looks like he's going to get a run on that 23 Hardee's Coca-Cola machine of Gary Braylon, and he does. He's going to take the lead away. Man, I'll tell you what. The outside line, 3 cars, they got a good run going. Now that number 9 car finally caught up to the back end of the 23, a little too late to do any major good. There's Joe Conan in the 72. He's kind of stuck out there on the outside by himself. He needs to find a hole to get down into that lower line. There he goes. He's going to drop in. There he goes. They're all in single file. Farther back, though, these guys are running side by side. Back there, the 28 is there, the 121, the 52, they're all back there running side by side, trying to see if they can get something happening. We're going to go back a little bit further. There's the 25. He had trouble there. That's one of the reasons why we had that caution out there. Bryson Roop, he's back there a little bit further on. Ethan Thompson, he's back there. These guys are all 2 by 2 back in the back. Oh, the UPS car. The UPS guy, the 88, he is running into trouble. Let's see if I can track him down. Looking for the 88. Where did he go? I'll tell you what. Tyler Adams went off the track in the UPS car. We're going to follow along. That's not the UPS car, though. We'll have to take a look and see. Running along. There's the 121. Okay, the 88 came up. He went out sideways down off the track. We're going to have to back this up a little bit further, folks, because I want to go back to see what happened to the 88 machine. We're going to follow on back on him before he hit the 121. Okay, so here we go. Running around about quarter speed. Now, the 88 UPS machine, he's up in front. That's Jason Thomas. He got tagged from behind. He slid across in through the hole. He was lucky he didn't collect anybody there. He went down onto the apron, down on the low side. He was trying to get it back onto the track. When he came up, he ran into the back quarter panel of the 121. That's what happened to the 121. Kyler Adams spun him around sideways. Now, the 88 looks okay, but the 121 definitely does not look okay. He's doing a real good job holding it, holding his line. He's down in the grass. Man, I'll tell you, that is some good driving by the driver of the 121, Kyler Adams. He was able to maintain that thing and keep it running, keep it straight, and didn't go off the track, didn't have any major problems. All right, so we're going to go back out to live once again. Go back up with Justin Bell. He's up at the front of this thing. Man, I'll tell you, these guys are really fighting hard. They're having a heck of a race here tonight. I'm not seeing much going on in the YouTube channel. Just taking a quick look back. Just make sure everything's all good back there. Hopefully all the car paints are all good. Everything else. Gary Braylon's coming in. Steve Shannon's coming into the pits. Russ Markinak's coming in. Chucky Allen, Zach Domer, Jason Thomas, Richard Wilson. A whole bunch of guys are all coming into the pit lane. Probably about at least half the field. Meanwhile, Justin Bell, Tanner Ensign, Matthew Taylor, Joe Conan, Mike Eldridge, Sean Kizzer, Corey Powell, Shane Hatfield, Craig Patterson, Bryson Roop, Greg Todd, they all stayed out. As well as Jared Etzenberg, he stayed out as well. Now, unfortunately, I believe Jared Etzenberg is down a lap. We're going to have to check and see. I believe he's down at least one lap. We're just waiting for the ticker to roll through here. It's going to come up here any moment. Saves me from doing a lot of searching. I can just wait a second here and take a look and see where Jared is in that number 4 fast orange machine. Yes, he's down one lap. So he'd be the man getting the lucky dog on the next accident as long as he's not involved in the accident. That would be the trick. All right, Justin Bell, he is out in the front of this thing. Most of the guys are leaving the pits, say no. Chris Etcheper is still in the pits. Kyler Adams is still in the pits. Dana Shepard is still in the pits. Kyler Adams just coming out now. Joseph Essenberg, he's been in there for quite a while. He's not coming back out by the looks of things. Unfortunately, that 10 machine is done for the evening. Meanwhile, Justin Bell, he's up at the front of this thing. We got one more lap around, going into turn 3. Whew, we're going to see if we can get this thing underway and see how many laps you get in before we have another caution. Man, I'll tell you what. Let's take a quick look. We got a minute. Let's take a quick look at this here. There's your Ideal family. I'll tell you what. They got Ideal Construction and Renovations, premium quality. Then you have Ideal K9 Training, LLC. Then you have Ideal Pest Management, LLC. Then you also have Ideal Auto Detailing, LLC. Then you also have Ideal Racing. Of course, you got to have Ideal Racing. We're on the iRacing track at Talladega. So again, the Ideal Family LLC, Ideal Construction and Renovations, Ideal K9 Training LLC. Then we have Ideal Pest Management. They also have Ideal Auto Detailing. And, of course, they have Ideal Racing. I'll tell you what, they've got it all covered. No matter what you need to do, they've got it nailed down, ready to go. Jumping up here, we're going to take a look from the roll bar, or from the roof cam, I should say, of Justin Bell. The lights are off in the pace car. They're just going into turn 2. They're going to be coming onto the backstretch right here directly. Let's take a quick look, see if we can see the backstretch. Turn 2 exit, onto the backstretch we go. There's the first camera. These guys are all looking really good. They're all lined back up side by side, ready to go. There's that fast orange machine. Here we go, going down the back straightaway. We're going to go green when they get around to the tri-oval and the start-finish line. We're going to get this thing happening once again. Now the 44, Dana Shepard, he's catching up to the back of the pack. The 99, Chris Etcheper is catching up to the back. And Elijah Mopin, he's back there catching up. We're just waiting for these guys to get around the corners. Here we go. They're coming around the corner, turn 4. They all look pretty good. They all know what they have to do. Now, are they going to be able to get it done? Going around the corner, turn 4. The pace car is going to jump off this time by. There goes the pace car. All right. They're coming around. Going to start on to the tri-oval. Barney, you got that flag in hand? There you go. They're coming into the restart zone right about now. Justin Bell wants to get this thing going. Here we go. Green flag's in the air. We're flying. We're driving down the road. Here we go. Justin Bell's got a big jump over top of the 9, Matthew Taylor. But on the third side, Tanner Ensign in the 29. He was on the outside. He dropped down tight. He's in the 3rd place right there now. Joe Conan in the 72. He is in 4th. Mike Eldridge is in 5th in that 90 car. All right, everybody's looking good. There we go. 2 cars jumped out in front. Looks like Tanner Ensign. But Justin Bell jumped up on the high side. He's going to try to put out the block. He's going to try to stay up there and ride with these guys. There we go. 8 to 29. Joe Conan, he is left out there by himself in that 72, but don't look now. He's got a couple of cars coming up behind him to give him a little bit of a hand. We're going 3 wide back here. And I'll tell you what, they're going 3 wide. They're going to see if they can get something happening. I don't know if they can do that. There's the 234 car. Or a 324 car, I should say. I apologize. The 3284 car, he's followed by the 48, the 14, and the 2, it looks like. So they're all trying to get a 3rd line going up high. Man, I'll tell you what, that Hardy's machine is stuck in the middle. Gotta give him credit where credit's due. He's up there trying to make this thing happen, but I'll tell you, 72, Joe Conan, we're wrecking, they're dropping fast. Man, I'll tell you, whoa, it's a big one. It is bad. It is bad. There's a lot of cars involved in this. Wow. Wow. That's all started with, I believe, Justin Bell. We're going to go back, take a look, and see what happened. Just see if we can, well, we're going to have to back this up even further. Man, looks like Justin Bell went for a heck of a ride. All right, here we go. We're riding along. Justin Bell's on the inside. He's down on the low side. He's got the 29 coming up behind him, giving him a good push. The 9 and the 52 are up there on the outside. The 9 slowing down, coming down, getting in front of the 8. Now the 52 came down a little bit faster than what he was expected. There goes the 8. Whoa! That is a heck of a hit. Man, that front wheel just mangled on that thing. The 23 gets in the back of 324. The 15 gets spun around. Let's take a look. There's the 23. Oh, man, the 48's involved. The 52's involved. 23, the 2, the 38. There's the 97 getting hit. The 52's around. The 48's around. The 28's around. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, these guys are just making this a used car parking lot for parts. Now, there is the 4, Jared Essenberg. He is driving high around everybody, no problem whatsoever. Wow. I'll tell you what, we're looking for the 15. We've got to zoom into the 15. Where did the 15 go? Looking for him. There's Shane Hatfield. He's down on the inside. A lot of guys fetched up early. There, go back up to the 8 because Justin Bell is just sitting there. I don't think he's got any power in that car. He took one heck of a hit. Man, that car is in bad shape. He's going to have to get towed back to the pits. He would have to be towed back. Man, Craig Patterson, let's take a look at Craig Patterson's point of view. He was coming around the corner. There he is in the 48 machine. He was coming down pit lane after the accident. It said that he crashed, but sometimes it doesn't mean that he crashed. He just pulled off the track. Okay, Sean Kisner. Let's take a look at him. He's trying to get back to the pits. He's smoking though. Man, that car is in bad shape. That front wheel is just tucked right up underneath itself. It's going a hard right turn. You can't drive that way in that car, not with any speed, because that front end is just destroyed. There's the wheel. You can see the wheel there. It's pointing hard right. It's not going anywhere. Man, oh man, no hood on that car. He's going to have to get it fetched up. He's going to have to ask for a tow. He's going to have to get a tow and get towed back to the pits. All right, here we go. We're going to go back up to live. Tanner Ensign is in the front of this thing in the 29. I'll tell you what. Bryson Roop, he's just coming out of the pits. But Michael Patrick is in the pits. Chris Etcheper, Dana Shepard, Sean Kisner, Craig Patterson, Justin Bell. Justin Bell's getting tires on the outside. These guys are all in the pit lane there trying to get something done. See if I can get a good idea. See if I get pit drone. There we go. Okay, there's Justin Bell. He's coming out. I think he got a fast repair. I think he used his one and only fast repair. He's coming out of the pits. He's going to get going. There we go. Okay, Dana Shepard, he's back here. A lot of these other guys are all back there trying to get their cars worked on, trying to make something happen if they possibly can. I don't know if they will be able to. Man. Oh, man, I'll tell you. All right, we're going to go back up with the leader, Tanner Ensign. He is up here driving around. We're coming back to the start-finish line here now. Ooh, 29 followed by the 32. Actually, since the 92 of Corey Powell is in second, we're just taking a look. Corey Powell. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that is. I thought it was the 32. I apologize. Okay, Corey Powell is in the 92. Then we have the 25, James Beard. Then we have the 88, Jason Thomas. Then we have Ethan Thompson. He is there in 4th position. He's in 5th position right now. Yes, there we go. As they drive ahead and back and forth, passing each other in in staging, my ticker will show one guy is farther ahead than the other guy, but he's not really. So just got to keep an eye on that every time I say where somebody is, because they're not necessarily always where I say they are. All right, the lights are off on the pace car. Tanner Ensign is up in front of this thing. We'll go and take a look from his roof cam. He's taking a look at the pace car right in front of him. There he is, right there. Then we have the Corey Powell 92 machine right there beside him. He's hanging back a little bit. They're on the back straightaway going into turn 3. Man, I'll tell you, these guys are going to get something going. These guys, the 92 and the 29 up front, 25 is going to give a hard push to that 29. I really believe that. I believe they've been working together earlier, and I think the 25's got a lot of pushing power. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Denise says, big wreck. Anthony Hatfield says, good luck, fellas. I'm out. Great job, Art. Thank you, Anthony. All right, here we go. Coming down around the track. We're going to go back up with Barney in the flag stand. Once again, pace car is pulling off. Here we go. They're coming around the tri-oval. We're going to get something going. I'll take a quick drink because I'm going to have to start talking once again non-stop. Barney, get ready to drop that flag. They're at the restart zone. Drop that flag. Let's get them racing once again. Tanner Ensign, he's going to jump out in front. He's going to go for it. There he goes. He's got that 25 car right behind him. He's going to try to give him a good shove up the track. See if he can get something happening. He's got the 98 back there as well. In third place, Ethan Thompson. But Tanner Ensign, he is driving away at the moment, trying to make it happen. All right, let's see if we can get a better look. Here we go, looking at them go down the back straightaway. They're all single file on the inside line. They're all looking pretty good. Coming around the corner, around turn 3. Here we go, get a good look at them coming. Man, I'll tell you, they are flying. And it's all Tanner Ensign out in front. He is trying to make it happen for himself. There we go, there's the 29. 25 pushing. Not pushing hard, he's just there to giving him a little bit of a draft. Then we have Ethan Thompson in the 98. He's back there as well. Then we have the 92, Corey Powell. He's back there in 4th, holding off that 121 machine at Kyler Adams. Kyler Adams right now is in 5th position. He'd like to get a little bit farther up if he can. We'll take a look from Kyler Adams, jump onto his roof cam. There he is right back on the back end of the 92. Man, I'll tell you, they're running in a really good straight line going around turn 3. Take a look out the back end. Looking out his back window, you can see all these guys back here. They're all wanting to go somewhere. Go back a couple cars. Jason Thomas looking out at the back end of his car. Here's the 9 and the 6 right there. And I'll tell you what, looking out through the windshield, he is right there. He's following the 13. He wants to get it happening. So here we go, around the corner. Around turn 2. Heading for the back straightaway. We're lap 37 out of 70. These guys are all sitting pretty good. They're riding along good now. That could end at any given moment, though. It could go real bad, real fast. And I'll tell you what, right now, the 29, 25, and the 98, these 3 guys up in front, they're going to try to stay there. They're pulling away a little bit from Corey Powell in the 92. 92 now trying to catch up with them. Going to try to leave Kyler Adams a little bit farther back. I'll tell you, these guys are really trying to use the draft to the best of their ability. But there's the 9. The 9 is out there. Matthew Taylor, he's trying to get the outside line working. He has the 90 right on his back end. Mike Eldridge. Mike Eldridge is trying to see if he can catch up with the 9. Let's see if he can get something happening. He's got a little bit of help from behind. They get that 28 machine right there. But right now, he's up there trying to give that 9 a push. He's going to try to get by the 88 machine if he possibly can. We'll back out here and take a wider look. They have 5 cars on that outside line. There's only 5 of them. But I'll tell you what, 5 cars might be able to get something happening. We'll have to wait and see if they can. It all depends on how close they can tuck into each other. I'll tell you, the 9 is just getting a little wobbly though. He's getting a little shaky out there. He came down close to the 88. He's all right now. Looks like he got it back under control. Man, I'll tell you what, at these speeds, it's real easy to slide out of the way, off your line, and possibly cause a big wreck. There is, I believe, that's the 81. I believe that's the 81 of Michael Patrick. He was up there looking at making it 3 wide for a moment. Then, oh, you have the 66. Elijah Malton, he just kind of nicked the wall for a second. He's all right. He settles back down again. He's looking fairly good. These guys are all starting to make something happen back a little bit farther. They got more people joining that outside line. They might be able to get something happening. If they get it all bunched up and hold the line, they should be okay. Maybe be able to get something happening. We're going to have to watch, ladies and gentlemen, see what happens. All right, meanwhile, back up front, Tanner Ensign is right there in that 2089 machine. He is just riding this thing, looking really good. He has the 25, giving him a good push. The 98 is right there as well. These 3 guys up front, the 92, Corey Powell. These 4 guys, meanwhile, back when you start looking at Tyler Adams, he is running side by side with the 9. They are right there, neck and neck. That's as far as the 9 has been able to come up on the outside line. He just lost the 28. The 28 was back there drafting. Now he only has the help of the 90. Here's a couple more cars, though, coming up on the outside. It looks like the 14's coming up and the 81. They're looking at trying to catch up to the 9 and the 90. The 90 just went away. The 90 dropped down to the low side. So that left the 9 up there by himself. Man, I'll tell you what, these guys are getting a little shaken up back here. Taking a look and see, there's the 121, Tyler Adams. He's got to see if he can get something happening. All right, go back out, taking a little bit higher look up. We got 4 cars on the outside, but they've dropped back considerably from where they were earlier. Again, if you don't have the cars, you don't get the draft. If you don't get the draft, you don't get the speed. So these guys got to get this thing happening on the outside line if they want to get anything going at all. They definitely need a couple more cars giving them a hand. Now, back farther, we have these 4 cars. We have Dana Shepard. It looks like Greg Todd's back there by himself. Dana Shepard, Russ. Dana Shepard's back there with you. Okay, I'm just going through my list, but it looks like he's back there with the 43, the 8, the 48, possibly. Craig Patterson, Justin Bell. Then we have the 52. The 52 is Sean Kisner. He's back there as well. So these 4 guys are back here. They are about, let's see, where are you guys? You guys are all locked down by the looks of things, unfortunately. So you guys are going to have to do some hustling. Meanwhile, back up the front, Tanner Ensign is trying to do something with the car out in front. He still has the 9, Matthew Taylor. He is still trying to get something going on that outside line. He can't quite get it happening. He's got more cars. So he's got the 14 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars out there now. They are starting to pick up a little bit of speed. They are starting to come back up alongside those inside line cars. But I'll tell you, there's only 7 of them. They're trying to get something happening. We're going to have to wait and see if they can actually make it happen. That inside line is running pretty darn quick. So if they can get a good draft happening, they get underneath each other's bumpers, don't slide off them, don't get them sliding sideways. If they can get under there, lock in, they might be able to make something happen. Again, without overheating your car too, because once you get underneath the back end of someone, you don't get no fresh air to your car. You can overheat the engine, cook the radiator, you can blow an engine quite easily if you do not get fresh air to that car. So you can only drop for so long before you start to get, oh, we got wrecking in the back. We got wrecking in the back. Oh, a hard hit. Whoa. Holy smokes. I'll tell you what, that looks like the 97. It looks like Adam Ramsey, possibly. That was Adam Ramsey. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have to go back. Going to have to take a look. He took a heck of a lick. We're going to back this up just a little bit. Here we go. We're going to go back to where this thing all started. Here we go. Adam Ramsey down on the low side. He's got the 88 right in front of him. He's coming up. Looks like he's got into the back quarter panel of the 88. Got him a little sideways. Then the 6 is right there. Got into the back end of the 97. Gave him a good hit. Put him up into the 31. The 36 is right there continuing to push the 97. There's the 88. He slid back up into the track. He got the 97, Adam Ramsey, up into the wall. Man, that's a heck of a hit. Look, the hood flew off her. Wow. Man, oh man, I'll tell you, that was a heck of a lick for Adam Ramsey. There's the hood went back down again. But I'll tell you, man, that Sea-Doo machine, everybody is doing it. Well, that's not what everybody is doing right now, let me tell you. Wow. Into the inside wall. That was not good at all for Adam Ramsey. Man, I'll tell you what, that was bad. All right, back up to live action. We'll go back up to live. Tanner Ensign is up in the front of this thing. He's going to try to catch up to the pace car here now. But I'll tell you, Adam Ramsey is in the pits. That car is hurting. I don't know if he got a fast repair in that car. I don't know if he's got to sit there and wait for repairs. He had to tow to the pits, so automatically you got a, I believe it's a 1 minute, 2 minute tow. I forget what it is right now. But he's got to wait for the tow truck to drop the car off in his pit lane. Then, if he has a fast repair, he's definitely going to use it because that car is not an easy fix. So far he's a minute and a half, minute 50 in the pits. So he is trying to get something going. Okay, so all the guys are coming into the pit lane right now. Tanner Ensign, the whole crew of them, everybody's coming in. Meanwhile, Adam Ramsey, he's at the 2 minute mark, trying to get repairs done. Man, oh man, this is not good for Adam Ramsey tonight. All right, everybody's in the pits. A lot of guys just getting a splash of gas. They're going to go. There's the 25. He's taking inside tires. The 66, Mopin's car, he took outside tires. He's taking inside tires. So he's taking all 4 tires on that 66 machine. There's the 92 pulling out. A lot of guys are coming in. Looked like James Beard took 4 tires. Ethan Thompson took 4 tires. Tanner Ensign took 4 tires. Richard Wilson took 4 tires. I believe Corey Powell took 4 tires. Elijah Mopin took 4. Steve Shannon took 4. I think Jason Thomas took 4. I'm not 100% sure. Meanwhile, Adam Ramsey's still sitting in pit lane. Man, I'll tell you, that's not good for Adam Ramsey. The way it stands right now, he's going to be in trouble if he doesn't get that car back out onto the track. He's still in the pits, but he's been in there for 3 minutes. Over 3 minutes now. 3 minutes, 22 seconds. So, that is not good for the 97 machine. Okay, so right now, in the 90, Mike Eldridge is the leader. You've got a couple cars waiting for the wave round. That would be the 31 and the 8. They are both looking for the wave round. That's Dave Allen and Justin Bell. They're waiting for the wave round to come on as soon as we get down to 1 lap to go. They will get this wave around. We'll just ride along here, David Allen. As soon as the lights go off on the pace car, that means 1 lap to go. That means that 31 and the 8 machine should be able to sneak on by and get their laps back. Just waiting for them to come around the tri-oval. The lights are still on the pace car. Here we go. Lights are going off. The 31 should get the wave around as well as the 8. But the 8 is actually Justin Bell, and he just went into the pits. So the 31, he's going to get stayed out there long enough. He got a wave around. Justin Bell did not. Okay, back up to the front. 90 is your leader. That's Mike Eldridge. Then we have Matthew Taylor in the 10. Or sorry, Matthew Taylor in the 9. I apologize. Zach Domer in the 14 is in third place. Kyler Adams is in fourth in the 121. Then looks like we have James Beard in the 25. And we have Michael Patrick. He's up there in the 81 in sixth place. So these guys are all up at the front of the pack. Adam Ramsey is still in the pits. He's been in there for a little over 5 minutes. Man, I'll tell you what, that's not good at all. All right, we're going to go back up Matthew Taylor. We're going into turn 3 at this moment in time. All right, we got a little bit job. Emily Wilson said, let's go number 28, Rich Wilson. Ethan Thompson is about to make a move. That's by Sick Gorin. 3336. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what, the new leader, Mike Eldridge, he is in the 90. He's going to see if he can get this thing underway. The pace car is going to pull off this time by. Here we go. We're going to watch the pace car pull off. We're going to go back up with Barney in the flag stand as they come around the tri-oval. Tell you what, we'll go back up to Bernie. Bernie, get that green flag in your hand. Mr. Mike Eldridge wants to get something happening. He wants to go, so let's let him go. Here we go, green flag in the air. We're racing once again. Mike Eldridge in the 90. He is on the way. He is going. He has got a good run on the inside, but he's got the 9 on the outside, being pushed by the 121. They are up there. They are trying to make something happen on the outside. The 121 giving a couple of good taps onto the back end of the 9. Gonna give him the speed he needs to pull out in front. Both of these guys are pulling out in front right here now. There's 121. He got tired of being down on the low side. He jumped onto the low side, and away he goes. He wants to race against the 9 side by side. The 9's got the 25 now, pushing hard on the outside, trying to make something happen. Man. The 121, he's in front of the 90 now, Mr. Eldridge, and he wants to get something happening. There's the 9. The 9 got out in front. He's going to drop down to the low side, leaving the 25 by himself. But the 2's jumped up in behind the 25. The 2's going to give a good push onto the back end of the 25. They're going to see if they can get something going. Man, they are just screaming. 2 went down 3 wide for the lead in the front. The 9, the 2, the 25. I'll tell you what's going to happen here, boys. The 2 got a good run off the corner, but he's not going to be able to maintain it. The 9 is way down low. He wants to stay away from the possible wreck that's going to happen. Man, I'll tell you what is going on up here. Here we go. Whoa, the 9 got flipped over. Whoa, he got flipped back over. He's jumping over back and forth. He's on top of the 2. He's on top of the 72. He's everywhere. Oh, my goodness, what a wreck. Holy smokes. I'll tell you what, we gotta go back. Man, oh man, I'll tell you. Let's go back, take a look at this. Michael Patrick. Let's go back, take a look, see what happened. All right, Michael Patrick, he got involved in this first. Let's ride along, see if I can get a good view of Michael Patrick machine. He's in the 81. All right, we gotta back this up because it's already happening. Let's back this up. There's the 81. Okay, see if I can get a better camera angle. Hold that thought right there, folks. Just going to hold that thought. Back up just a hair. Hold that thought. Okay, let's get a better camera angle, folks, because we need it. We definitely need a better camera angle right here. Man. Oh, man. They're in behind that fence, so it's hard for me to get a real good angle. Here we go. There's the 81. Let's take a look and see if we can go on quarter speed. See what's happening. Looks like the 72, the 121, they're getting into it up in front of the 81. They're coming down, running into each other. There's the 72, Conan getting around. The 9 got around. Man, I'll tell you, there's the 81. He's got nowhere to go. He got into it. The 9's upside down. Wow. 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 Okay. Man. The 9 is still up in the air on top of all those other cars. We have got to ride along with the 9. I don't care. I'm going to have to go back and take a look. We're going to go back and take... Man, I'll tell you. Matthew Taylor. Just take a look. They're all on the infield. That's that 9 machine. Okay, we're going to have to back him way up because I want to go inside his car. I want to take a look from his cockpit. We're going to go back, take a look at this thing. This is just crazy. All right. We're going to do quarter speed inside the cockpit. He's down onto the apron. He's looking over to the right front. He sees these guys. There's the 121. He's got to come down. He's got to get right into the quarter panel of the 9. And he's going to bounce back up. They're 3 wide, 4 wide pretty much right here. This is where it gets bad real fast. We're going to jump into the inside of the 9. This is Taylor's view. Upside down. Upside down on the track. He got hit again. He's bounced up. He's got a bird's eye view of all the other cars below him. You can see cars underneath him. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. He is up here for a ride. There's on the roof cam. He's still on top of the cars underneath him. There he's coming back down again now. There's roof underneath him. Man, I will tell you what. That was one heck of a ride for Matthew Taylor. Wow. Wow. Okay. These guys are still wrecking there. Elijah opens into it. The 13 got into it. This was a wreck, ladies and gentlemen. This was a heck of a hit for a lot of guys. All right, let's go back out to live. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on up front here. James Beard in the 25. He's out in front at this moment in time. Man, oh man, I will tell you what. Oh, holy smokes. Okay, 25 is out in front, 44 Dana Shepard, 29 Tanner Ensign, 90 Mike Eldridge, and the 14 is Zach Domer. They are all in the front of this race. That's your top 5. Meanwhile, I'll take a look. Matthew Taylor, he's coming back out. Take a good look at his car. Looks like he got a fast repair, ladies and gentlemen. He used a fast repair, but he was a 3-minute tow back to the pits. So he's going to have to do some pedaling up there. He is in the 9 car. He is in position 25. He's got to do some work to get back up onto this main lap. Or the lead lap, I should say. Okay. Whew. Man, these guys are putting some excitement into this Talladega race tonight. Man, oh man, I'll tell you. All right. Go further back, go to the 9 on the apron. Hey, I did that. I didn't hear no bell. And then I guess Red Bull gives you wings. Yes, I guess it does. At least for the 6 car. Or sorry, the 9 car. Man, I'll tell you. Woo! We got some racing going on here, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening up here tonight. Wow. That's all I can say. Just wow. All right, I need another sip. These guys got me talking my butt off here tonight, trying to keep tabs on what everyone is doing. James Beard in the 25. He's out in front. Dana Shepard, he's in second. Tanner Ensign in third. The 90 of Mike Eldridge in fourth. Zach Dahmer in fifth. Then we have Richard Wilson, Jason Thomas, Dave Allen, Chucky Allen, and Bryson Roop in the 10th position. All right, let's get this thing going. They're going around turn 3 right now. All right, let's back it out a little bit. Take a look at a couple of these drone shots here. There we go. following along a little bit higher up. We get a good look. They're all 2x2x2. They all look pretty good. The first car down is the 22nd place of Patterson. Bell is down 1 lap as well. Taylor's down 1 lap as well. The 13 of McCoy, he's down 1 lap. All right, pace car is pulling off. We're going to go back up with Barney on the flag stand. Shannon's out. Ramsey's out. Essenberg is out. Hatfield is out. And the number 10 of Essenberg is out as well. Joseph Essenberg, he's out of the race. Okay, so Barney, wave that flag. Got the restarts on. Let's get him going. Here we go. We're back up to the racing. We got James Beard out in front. He's going to try to get a jump in that 25 machine. He's got the 29 coming up behind him. He's got the 44 right there, Dana Shepard. That looks like the 14, Zach Donner. He is right there as well, in 3rd position. He's coming up, trying to make something happen. That 43 machine, he is actually down a lap, I believe, where he's at. I'm just trying to look and see where he is. He's back further. And we'll come back up to him. We are 25. James Beard out in the front of this thing. He's trying to make it happen for himself if he possibly can. I was just taking a quick look farther back. You got 3 wide racing going on further back. There's Michael Patrick. He's trying to get something happening. You got the 2. The 2 is blinking. Bryson Root, he is blinking a little bit. I'll tell you what, you never want to see a blinking car in front of you on the track. There's the 92. There's the 9 going 3 wide. The 92's high. That's Corey Powell up there on the high side. He's going to try to get back in the line somehow, if he can, before he drops back too far. All right, there is the 13. The 13's trying to make some moves back here. That's Mike McCoy Sr. He's trying to get something happen. Meanwhile, the 43 is in the middle. He is just struggling to try to make something happen. He's trying to get back up into the lead of this thing, actually, back onto the lead lap. I believe he's down a lap, but I'm not 100% sure. Then, meanwhile, we have the 25, James Beard out in front, 29, giving him a big push. Zach Dahmer in the 14, he's there in 3rd. These guys are all running nose to tail with 15 laps to go. Where did we get down to 15 laps? I'll tell you what, the excitement has been building all night long for the end of this race. These guys have kept me on my toes. I don't even know what lap we're on. 15 laps to go, though, folks. We have been running like crazy. Let's go, Dahmer. The number 90 made it through with the skin of his teeth. That's what Sheldon said. I'll tell you what. Man, I'll tell you, he did it. He just got by. But meanwhile, we're all in a single file line right now. Everyone's looking pretty good. We're going to take a look out the back end. There we go. That Chevrolet is right there, that 29. He's on the back end of James Beard. Then we go back to James. We'll go back to Zach Dahmer, take a look out his rear window. You can see everyone's in a single file line back here. They're all looking really, really good right here now. So we're going to go back up, live camera out back. We're going to take a look. Ethan Thompson, he is back here a little bit further back in that 98 machine. They're back here trying to hustle it up. They try to get around that 13, it looks like. Taking a hard look at the 13. He's right on his back end, right on his back bumper, trying to push that Camaro down the track. Can't quite get it done. Meanwhile, right behind him, he's got that Mobile 1 machine, Sean Kaiser, 52, I believe. That is Sean's car. He's trying to get something happening. But it's all up in front right now. James Beard is leading this thing down. 13 laps to go. We're looking good so far. I think everyone's kind of minding their P's and Q's. They're trying to see what they can get happening once we get down to like 3 or 4 laps to go. So we'll have to wait and see if there's going to be some last minute pushes being made by, I'm guessing half the drivers in the field are going to make a last minute push. At least half the field. These guys, the way they've been racing all night, they are here and you're not wasting any time, they all want to be at the front of this thing. They all want to make it happen. There's a 25. He's at the 29 right there. 29's really pushing hard, taking the air off the back end of the 25. I'll tell you what, it is a tough run for Tanner. Tanner's up there. He's trying to see what he can do back into this Mustang. He's getting real close to the front end. He's right there. There's the best look at the front end coming up on the tail end of that 25 as you can get. Coming back up onto his root cap. Meanwhile, right behind him, he's got that 14 machine. The 14 machine wants to get up there and get something happening. I'll tell you, these guys are all running their hearts out. We've got 12 laps to go. Down to, oh, caution! Caution just came out. Looks like Craig Patterson went off the track. Let's go back, take a look. Holy moly, there we go. Sean Kaiser has crashed. Let's go back, take a look, run at quarter speed. Okay, Craig Patterson into 48, looking for Sean Kaiser in the 52. Going to take a good look. Here we go. Here we go. We got down into back into the Mobile 1. The 92 got tabbed. The 48 got into the 52. That's all it took. These two guys got together, spinning each other around. The 52 went flying, and the 48 took an emergency run down pit lane, taking out the cone. Well, he drove through the cone at the very least, down in through the grass. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, these guys are racing their hearts out here today. Man, there he is. Talking about speeding on pit lane, there's the 48 sliding sideways. Meanwhile, Sean Kaiser, we're going to back him up a little bit. We're going to take a look and see. We're going to do a double check. Let's take a look back at it. Going to follow it along, see if I get a better shot at that. No, can't get that shot. Want to get the back. Okay, let's see from here. Quarter speed. Does the 92 get back into the back end of the 52? I'm not sure if he get into them or if the 48 came down and got into the side of the 52. I'm not sure from that angle. But I'll tell you what, there's the 52. He ended up going for a ride without a doubt. We're going to ride along here with him for a moment. There's the 52. Backing down the track. Looks like he's headed for the outside wall. He hits the outside wall really hard. Wow. Man, oh man. That was a hard lick. I'll tell you what, just for fun, let's back this thing up just one more time. We're going to go back here and take another look at this. We are going to take a look. Let's take a look at the right rear. There is the 48 right beside him. Now we'll take a look at the back bumper. There is the 92. Okay, let's take a look at the right rear. We're going to go along quarter speed. Looks like the 48's going to come down. The 48 got down into the rear quarter panel by the looks of things. That's all it took, spun him around. All right, that's the way it looks to me, but I could be wrong. It's up to race control to make a decision on that. All right, so let's go back up to live action. Man, oh man, we have got a lot of stuff going on. Let's take a look and see what happens in the race recap. We got 61 laps out of 70. The leader is James Beard. We've had 8 cautions for 23 laps with only 4 lead changes. So I'll tell you, man, oh man, I'll tell you, this is a race. This is a race, guys. These guys are racing their hearts out here tonight. They are trying to do everything that they possibly can do. Man, oh man, I'll tell you. Fastest 5, Mike McCoy was the fastest. He's in 20th position. Sean Kaiser was in 22nd position. He was second quick. Matthew Taylor, third quick. Russ Markinac was fourth, and Joe Conan, he was the fifth fastest car on the track. That last lap by. All right. Man, I'll tell you, though, it's it's a race. It's without a doubt, it's a race here tonight. I'm just kind of speechless. These guys are really, really showing their stuff here tonight, and especially at this 4-race shootout that we're having at the big tracks. Man, what's going to happen in Atlanta next week? We go back to Echo Park next week. It's going to be pretty wild. It's going to be pretty wild indeed. They're just going on to the backstretch. We're just going to take a quick look at the side-by-side. Again, we're brought to you by the Ideal Family LLC here tonight. Ideal Construction and Renovations. Then we also have Ideal Canine Training LLC. Then we have Ideal Pest Management. We also have Ideal Auto Detailing. And of course, we do have Ideal Racing. All under the Ideal Family LLC company. All right, so here we go. We're going into turn 3. Man, it's just a race, I'll tell you. 25 against the 29 out here. The 90 and 88 are behind them in 3rd and 4th place. Then you've got the 36 and the 31, David Ella. He's up there. So we're going to wait and see. This is going to happen. This is going to be some interesting races as we get this thing restarted. Here we go. Pace car is off. Pace car is off. We're going to see who got the faster car, the 25 or the 29. 25 got the position. We'll back up to Barney in the flag stand. Hey, Barney, they're coming around the corner, man. You better get ready to wave that flag. Here we go. Jumping out in front. Put your flag down. Let's go. James Beard got a big jump. He is running that thing down. The 25, the 29 tried to go up high. He is staying down low. He's going to tuck in behind the 25. He's being a good pusher for him. Oh, we're wrecking the 88 spin around. There goes, oh boy. There we go. We're wrecking once again. Farther back. Man, I'll tell you, the 28's involved. A lot of cars are out here involved. Richard Wilson went off track. Ethan Thomas went off the track. Man, we got a lot of cars down here. Well, let's see what we got. Chris Etchepair crashed. Let's take a look at Chris Etchepair. See what happened. Man, we got to back it up even farther than that because there is a lot of action going on in this position right here now. Let's take, if I can take a good look from the drones. Taking a look at, there's the 88. 88 got hit by the 36. The 88 is going around. Looking at the 99, he got into the back of the 28. The 23 got into down on the infield. The 28 went up into the 121. He's sideways in front of the 43. The 43 is locking up, trying to stay out of the way. He came back down in front of the 81. The 99 got caught up with that mess. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. They get tapped again by the 121. The 66, Elijah Moped, he's trying to fetch it up. He couldn't get it caught up in time. He's got into the back quarter of the 121. Then he's trying to drive down low, trying to avoid him. He can't get down low enough. There we go. These guys are both dropping down low side of the track. Man, there's the 12. The 12 is going to get into the 99. The 23 squeaks through. I don't know how, but he squeaks through. Man alive. These guys are just driving the wheels off of these things. Let's go, Russ Markinac. Let's take a look and see what he's seen or what he did. He is right there in the 12. Let's take a look. He's right there. You got the 92 right behind him. Here we go. Everybody's wrecking up in front. He's trying to lock it up there. He's got in behind, into the back of the 2. He's trying to get by the 2. The 2 got tagged by the 28. He's okay there. He looks okay there in the 12. He's down on the apron, though. He's looking pretty good right there. I don't see where he crashed at all, to be honest with you. It says that he had an accident. He did crash. Oh, he got there locked up. There is the 99 in front of him. He came down, ran into the side of the 99. That's what happened to Russ in the 12. All right. Wow. Man. Okay. Woo. We've got some action going on here tonight. All right. So here we go. We're going to go back up to live. Let's go up and see our leader, James Beard. He's up here in the 25. We got 6 laps to go, folks. There'll be 4 laps to go when we go catch the green flag one more time. Kerry Norris says, holy moly. Mlsr 66 Racing still in it. It just keeps happening. Ha ha. Ciatis at C-A-T-Y-S. Ciatis? I believe Ciatis. Okay. Yes, it does. It just keeps happening. They're making me talk nonstop. They're not giving me a break at all. I can hardly get a sip of pop. Man, oh man. I'll tell you though, this has been a fun race to broadcast. I don't know about you, and I know the drivers are hating it. The drivers are just cursing and swearing, and they're probably just going on like, oh my God, get that idiot off the track. But I'll tell you what, from a broadcasting point of view, this is awesome. But I know the drivers don't like that idea because they want a nice, clean, nice, tight racing, so on and so forth. But as a broadcaster, yes, you need to have a little bit of excitement, a little bit of action. You guys are giving me a lot of excitement and a lot of action, especially that 9 machine upside down, rolled over a few times on top of other cars there a little while ago. Whew, you don't see accidents like that very often. I'll tell you what, man. All right, so we're going to go down around the corner. The 25's out in front. We're going to go across the start-finish line. See if I can get a roof cam. No, we don't got a roof cam on this car. Man, I'll tell you what, we only have the inside car camera. But I'll tell you, from the cockpit, following the pace car around the track, here we go, by the start-finish line. We're going to be down to 5 laps to go. The light's going to go off the pace car. There we go. We've got 1 lap to go. There will be 4 laps to race when we come back around to the green flag. Man, oh man. James Beard in the 25. He's on the pole position. He's your leader at this moment in time. Tanner Ensign in the 29. He's on the outside. Then you have Mike Eldridge, Mr. Mike Eldridge in the 90. He's in 3rd place. The 31 of David Allen, he's in 4th. Chucky Allen, he is in 5th in that 36 machine. Then we have Dana Shepard in the 44. So I'll tell you, man, these guys are definitely seeing what they can do out here. We've got a lot of cars down. Jason Thomas in the 88, he's in the pits still. Sean Kaiser, he is down a lap. Meanwhile, it looks like James Beard, he is your leader. Man, I'll tell you, let's see what's going to happen if we can get these final 4 laps done. We're going into turn 3. Let's take a look. They're coming into turn 3. The pace car's coming around. They're all looking pretty good right there now. All right, going through turns 3 and 4. Man, oh man. Coming into turn 4. They're looking pretty good. They're all looking pretty decent. Coming around the turn. Here they are. They all look good right here. Now, how long is that going to last? I don't know. I really don't know. So, here we go. Pace car is off. He's going to pull down the pit lane. That's going to leave the 25 and the 29. They're going to be seeing what they can do with it. Go back up to Barney in the flag stand. Barney, get ready to drop that flag because these guys are racing. They're in the restart zone. There we go. James Beard wants to go. He's going. Green flag is down. We are racing, folks. We are on the way. 25 is out there. The 29 drops in behind. The 90's right there. The 31's right there. Everyone's in single file run right here now at this moment in time. We're going to take a little look back. Here we go. A little farther back. All right, so 4 laps to go. The guys in back are getting anxious. They want to get up to the front. Man, I'll tell you what are we going to do? looking at everybody, trying to figure out what line that they want to be in. See if they can get something happening. You've got a few guys looking to say, hey, let's see if we get the outside line going. There's the 98 to 14 to 13 to 12. They are all looking. The 98 just dropped into 5th place, it looks like, in the inside line. Meanwhile, out front, James Beard in the 25. He's going to see if he can hang on and fight these guys off. They're all right behind him, trying to get something happening. But I'll tell you, they got to get by him. They got to get by him first. So let's see if they can do it. Meanwhile, farther back, the 43 is back there on the high side. He's trying to lead them up front. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Here we go, 3 laps to go, onto the back straightaway. We got to get around twice more till we get the white flag. Then it won't matter. Can they get around 1.5 more laps before bringing out a checker, bringing it out and making a green-white checker finish? I'll tell you what, 3 laps to go. Here we go. We're going up around the corner, looking at Barney. Barney's got a good look at him. They're going by the flag stand. 25. We got 2 laps to go. 1 more lap. See if these guys can get around the track one more time. I'll tell you, back here, this is what concerns me. The 92, the 14, the 43, these guys are all back here really trying hard. But meanwhile, up in the front, we got something going on. We're going to have to take a look, see what happens. We are trying to see if they can get something happening. The 29 still on the back end of the 25. 2 laps to go. We're coming around turns 3 and 4. Around turn 4, into the tri-oval. We're going to see if they can get around. Oh, the 90 got into the 31. They cleaned it up. They're all good. They're side by side. Here we go. We're going across the stripe. The final lap. This is it. Wrecker or checker. We're not going to be stopping for a caution. These guys are getting a little tense in the back. They're all wrecking back here. They're all getting into it back here. They are wrecking hard. We're not stopping the race. The race is still going. Right now, James Beard is out in front. He's going to try to keep it going. They're all wrecking in the back. Right now, there we go. These guys right here racing. There's the 29 pushing the 25. They're going into turn 3. The 29's got to see if he can get something going. He's going to try to get out on the outside. He's seriously looking if he can get up there. Tanner Ensign, he's up there looking at the back end, taking a look on the outside. He's going to try to do something. The 25 comes up. He's going to try to block. He's going to try to go low. The 25 goes down to block. 25 doing all he can to try to hang on to the lead. There's the 31, David Allen. He's up there as well. There we go, the 25, 29, 31, 1, 2, 3. Wow! I'll tell you what, the end of this race was just ridiculous. Go back for a second. Let's see if we can go back to this. Man, I'll tell you, this is bad. There's the 88. He was into it. No, he got into it a little bit farther ahead. He came into the 90. Oh, he hit the 90 hard. Wow. Man, oh man. Corey Powell crashed. Man, this is the wreck back farther during when they were coming around the corner. They're all wrecking farther back. The 36 to 92, the 99. I'll tell you what, these guys were all wrecking hard. They were all smashing in each other. Man, there was cars everywhere. But that doesn't matter to James Beard is up in front of this thing. He is making it happen. He is a happy camper right here now, coming into pit lane. Oh, James Beard. There we go. James Beard up in front. He's got to do some burnouts. We got into the 99. The 99 got into the side of him. He's going to do a burnout. I think he hurt his car. I don't think he's going to get a burnout. Oh, there we go. We got a burnout happening there now. Woo! Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, there's a happy camper right now. There you go, James Beard. I got to write this down. You guys watch this. I'm going to write this down. Who won? Who was second, third? Man, oh man, I'll tell you. Whew, What a race. Let's go back. Let's see if we can talk to a couple of these guys. Let's go see if we can find David Allen. Let's go see if we can find David Allen. Where are you at? David Allen. Looking for David Allen right off the bat. Where is David Allen? We're just trying to see him, folks. We're going to see if we can catch up with David Allen. We're going to look for him. I don't see him here. Where is David Allen? I don't see him here. I'll tell you what, though, we're going to bring Corey Powell up into the booth here for a minute. Hey, Corey, it's Art up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Art.
I'll tell you what, you're one of the major sponsors of this deal, and I brought you in here before I'm bringing in the other drivers. I can't seem to find Dave Allen. I think he jumped out, though. But I'll tell you, that was a heck of a race.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was very clean until the end, but it's Talladega. You're always going to crash at the end. Dave did have to run out, so that's why I jumped up here to do his interview with and for him.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you what, I just didn't know if you wanted to join me in the booth while we interview these guys, or if you wanted to be back down there talking to them.
I'll probably just do the interview, and I'll have to cut out. I got a bunch more work to do tonight and get ready for AARN and on Sunday.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we won't keep you for long. You are one of the major sponsors of this thing. You're one of the guys putting this thing on as well. I'll tell you what do you think of your second race?
It was amazing. I'm hoping the whole series goes like this, and when we start doing our points racing, all these guys are elite. It's a very different environment.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun to watch. It was just unbelievable. I mean, I'll tell you, you guys gave me a lot to look at, a lot to see, all night long, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to do.
I'm glad we could put a show on for you. We are recruiting, so if you guys are interested, driving, reach out, get on our Discord. Adam Ramsey's put a lot of time and effort to getting this field as perfect as it is. I really enjoyed it. I ran up top today. David finishing third is great. I was hoping he was going to win. We were going to try to push him to the win. But congratulations to the winner. I didn't get a chance to see it because I jumped right into the podium chat. So congratulations to who did win race 2.
Right on. Well, like I say, I don't see David Allen in the Discord, so unfortunately I can't bring him up to have a chat with him, but I'm glad I was able to talk with you for a moment, and I'll put you back down and let you go do your thing that you got to get done here, and I'll go on to the second place driver that finished this race.
Awesome. Thanks, Art. We enjoy your broadcast. Have a good night, bud.
All right, man. We'll see you next week or at another AARN function sometime very, very soon. Alrighty. So that was Corey Powell. He's the major sponsor here for the Summer Shootout Series at Mlsr. I'll tell you what, man, he's the man. All right, so we're going to go to Tanner Ensign. Hey, Tanner, you got a copy? It's Art up here in the booth, buddy.
Everybody who doubted us doesn't know us.
Hey, Tanner, you got a copy, bud?
I got you. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. I'll tell you what, you're squeaking in with a second place finish here tonight. You were pushing that 25 awfully hard there the past few laps. Man, I'll tell you, did you think you were going to have anything for him, or were you really trying, or what were you thinking?
On that long green flag run when I was leading, he stayed committed to me, so that was my plan. Even with all those cautions, being in second, I knew if I could get behind him, I'd stay committed to him, and it was working out well. I just wasn't expecting the entire field to disappear in my mirror going into turn 1, coming to after we got the white flag. I was really hoping that I'd have some energy built up and I could get around him in the tri-oval. But once everybody was gone, there was no help for me. So I just kind of stuck with having second place at that point. Tried to get him to scrub speed. Maybe I could get next to him and side draft him, but it didn't work. James ran a great race, and he's a great driver. There's a lot of great drivers in this league. So to get P2 is pretty cool.
I'll tell you, I think the two of you guys were pretty evenly paced engine-wise and power-wise. because yes, you were keeping up with him, but it really didn't look like you had a whole lot to get by him. Again, like you say, if you had some drafting help, you did very definitely might have got by him and taken the win. But it was a hard fought finish, man. I'll tell you what, you finished second, you're on the podium. Nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you, it was a heck of a race overall.
Yeah, I hate it for my teammate Justin. He was up front for a lot of the race. Me and him were working really well together up there too, and he just got caught up in a lot of other people's trash and ended up having to disconnect because he couldn't go any longer. But overall, good night for Enzyme Motorsports putting 2 cars out here. So, yep.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to Atlanta next week. What do you think about going to Atlanta, Echo Park?
We're going truck racing next week, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, I have good track record at Echo Park also. So, hopefully that all works out for us, and hopefully we can get the Wild Outlaw Custom Diecast truck up in Victory Lane next week.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, without a doubt. All right, man. So you got anything for your friends and sponsors back home before I put you back down in the pack?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you up in the booth, putting on an awesome broadcast. I love going back and rewatching them. Thanks to Adam for putting on an awesome league. It's going to grow. It's going to be great. This foundation's there, and thanks to Wild Outlaw Custom Diecast and Stanford Witt Foundation.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you, we look forward to seeing you next week at Atlanta. So get a little bit of practice in, man. Maybe you'll be in first place next week instead of second.
All right. Hopefully I'm up here talking to you next week too, buddy.
There you go. All right. I'm going to put you back down again. Have a great week.
All right.
That was Tanner Ensign. He was second place finisher here tonight. Now we're going to see if we're going to grab on to James Beard. I'll tell you what. James Beard, you got a copy. It's right up here in the booth.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
I'll tell you, you were doing a good job up there leading this thing for the past number of laps. And you were fighting off that 29 machine. Tanner's machine he was trying to get by you. You were definitely doing a little blocking, but you maintained the lead.
Yeah. He definitely tried to throw me out and try to get me to scrub some speed and stuff. And thankfully the car could handle it. Didn't have to worry about it, and we just kept her forward.
I'll tell you, did you have any problems earlier on in the race that you were thinking, oh no, this is going to be trouble for me, or were you pretty smooth sailing the entire race?
We had a little bit of issues when I think somebody got sucked up into my car and turned me. Tried to keep it off the wall, and I'm pretty sure I did for the most part. Thankfully, no one else hit me. They were kind of being pretty aware of what was going on around them and whatnot. So that was nice. But it turned out to be like 15 seconds of damage. It was nothing really. And then just coming out, it was work my way back up to the front and stay there.
Yes, well, I'll tell you what, you did a good job staying up in front, and I was definitely watching you there for a while. Man, I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun to watch. There was a lot of stuff going on, but you were always in front of it at the end of the race. And yeah, kept your nose clean. You were sitting in the best place to be because everybody else was wrecking behind you.
That's the goal, keeping it clean so you don't have to worry about it.
So we're going to Atlanta next week. What do you think about going to Atlanta?
Atlanta's a different beast, so it's going to be a different drive style. I have to worry about try not to burn the front rights up too much because I know that's a common thing that happens. But if we can figure out the tire saving strategy, but also stay with the pack or stay up front as much as we can, it should be a pretty good race.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you, Tanner, I think, mentioned he thought that you guys were switching over to the trucks next week. I haven't checked my paperwork. I believe you are switching over to the trucks. Now, with the new update that they did for iRacing, the truck seems a little bit looser. I ran the truck there last weekend, and I thought it was loose as anything. So have you been in the truck? Have you been running the truck at all? Have you checked it out?
Yeah, I've been running the truck a good bit. Just to stay comfortable with it. That's actually one of the main vehicles that I drive anytime I'm doing NASCAR racing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'm comfortable with it. Don't really have many issues with it. It is looser now. I'll admit that. But just knowing that, you just have to adjust your drive style a little bit, and you can work with it.
Well, hopefully you're going to be able to work with it next week at Atlanta, and maybe you'll be back up on the podium, back in the first place once again.
Maybe that's the goal.
That is the goal. All right, so you got anything for your sponsors or friends back home before I put you back down the pack?
Yeah, definitely. To my teammates, Dana Shepard and Ethan Thompson, great race. Wish y'all could have been up front with me. You were for a while, but crap happens. DEP Racing, Daniel, appreciate everything you done for me, getting the paint schemes going. Looks like I need an Xfinity paint, so let's work on that one. But other than that, I appreciate you doing the broadcast and everything, and Adam putting on the race, and everybody else that had their part in it.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you what, we look forward to seeing you in Atlanta next week, and let's see where you finish.
All righty, thank you.
All right, you have a good week.
All right, you too.
All right, that was James Beard. He was your winner this evening here at Talladega for the Mlsr Major League Sim Racing. I'll tell you what, we're also brought to you by the Ideal Family, LLC, construction, canine training, pest management, auto detailing, and, of course, racing. Man, I'll tell you what, let's take a quick look overall, see what we got to deal with. There we go, James Beard. He led the last 21 laps, pretty much. Tanner Ensign, he came in second. David Allen came in third. Then we had Bryson Roop, Zach Domer, Richard Wilson, Mike McCoy, Greg Todd, Matthew Taylor, Ethan Thompson. He was in 10th. Then in 11th, we had Elijah Mopin, Russ Markinack, Kyler Adams, Michael Patrick, Dana Shepard, Chris Etcheper, Corey Powell, Joe Conan, Jason Thomas, Mike Eldridge came in 20th. Then in 21st, Chucky Allen, Sean Kaiser, Gary Braylon, Craig Patterson, Justin Bell, Stephen Shannon, Adam Ramsey, Jared Essenberg, Shane Hatfield, and rounding out the field top 30, Joseph Essenberg. I'll tell you what, we were racing at Talladega. We did 70 laps. We had 4 lead changes with 8 different leaders. We had 9 cautions, 27 laps total. The hard charger tonight was David Allen. He came up 24 positions, bringing himself up into the 3rd position. Then we had the most laps led, James Beard, 21 laps. The fastest lap was Michael Patrick, 50.154. The pole position was held by Justin Bell, Blackout Motorsports. Unfortunately, he got into a little bit of a wreck earlier on and did not make it out into the top 5. I believe he finished down there in the 25th position, unfortunately for him. All right, so next week we are off to Atlanta, Echo Park Speedway. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you all there. So for now, from Talladega, have a great week, everyone. We'll see you in Atlanta.